Hey everyone, how are you today? I hope you're having a great day. Have you done anything fun today? Have you been outside or played with your toys or read any good books? Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. I have something very special to show you today, and I hope you like it as much as I do. How many of you have been to, I think I'm going to need more space, so I'm going to move my friend here. How many of you have been to a park? Probably a lot of people, right? Not in a while, but probably a lot of people. And how many people have been to a big park, a giant park? Those are a lot of fun. Usually there's a lot of things to do in giant parks. Well, one of the things that you can see in a giant park, I think in Central Park in New York, is something like this. Oh my goodness, it's so heavy. Oh, can you see it? I hope so. This is pretty special to me. Do you know what this is? I bet a bunch of people said merry-go-round. Have you been on a merry-go-round before? It's a lot of fun. It goes around and you ride on horses or other animals, and sometimes the animals go up and down and it plays music. And this is also called a carousel. So it can be a merry-go-round or a carousel. And this is very special. It's very fragile. Do you know what that means? Fragile means you have to be extra careful with it because if you drop it, it could break. So I'm going to see if I can be very careful as I show you this. It doesn't play any music, but it does move around. You see that? How it kind of spins, and you can see different animals. And it has different animals on here. Most of the time, merry-go-rounds or carousels have horses on them, and they are decorated very pretty colors. Here's one. Do you see it? What colors do you see? It's a white horse. I see some blues and some pinks. And do you see here? Do you see this bar? This is how the horsey goes up and down as you're riding. It stays on that pole. And it's not a fast ride. It's a slow ride. I'm going to put this one down because here's a different animal. It's mostly horses, but look what I found. What's that? Can you tell? That's right, it's a zebra. What color is a zebra usually? It's black and white, you're right. And it also has some decorations. I see a flower here. This one has red and green and purple, and it has that bar that you go up and down on. Like I said before, see if I can find another interesting one. I think I saw one hidden over here. I don't know if you can see it. Look at this. I bet you a lot of people want to ride on a lion when they're on a carousel. He looks very strong, and he looks like the king of the jungle, doesn't he? He has this beautiful mane. It looks like he's roaring. Do you see his mouth there? It's open. And he has colors also. It's like he's wearing a costume that's blue. And there's that pole again that goes up and down. He can actually spin around a little bit too. Let me see if there's anyone else who's especially interesting here. They all are actually. All the horses look very nice, and they're all decorated in different ways. I think there's one other. Oh, this is interesting. I'm going to show you this guy because he's not a horse, he's not a zebra, and he's not a lion. Let me see if you can tell what he is. Can you tell? I don't know. You may not be able to, but I can tell you what color is he mostly. He's brown mostly. And the other ones had ears. These are not ears. These are big horns. You know what he is? He's actually a goat. So you could ride a goat on this carousel. I don't think when I've been on carousels before I've seen a goat, but on this carousel there is a goat. So I'm going to put him back here. There you go. Put him back, and then I'm going to be super duper careful because I told you it was fragile. And I'm going to move him over here. I hope you like that. Oh, it's super duper heavy too. So I have a book. Yes, it's a dog book because you know I love dogs. And it's about going to the park. We were talking about how a lot of times carousels or merry-go-rounds can be in parks. So this is called Karl's Afternoon in the Park. And the author is Alexandra Day. And Karl is actually this big dog, and he's in a bunch of books. Karl has all kinds of adventures. He has a little friend here today as well. And I wonder what's going to happen in the park. Something that's interesting about this book too is a lot of time when we read books, there are a lot of words. That's how we know what's going on in the story. The words tell us. This book, you will see, has very few words. In fact, most of the book is just pictures. And when it's just a picture book, we have to use our imaginations to come up with the words. So maybe you can help me with that. So let's see what happens to Karl here. Let's see. So I see Karl there. Do you see someone else? We saw Karl before. We saw a little dog, a puppy. And now we see, you're right, a baby. So there must be a baby in the story too. All right. What a surprise to see you here, Sarah. Let's go and have some tea. Fine. Karl can take care of the baby and the puppy. So look, it looks like it's two mommies. They're friends and they want to sit down and have some tea together. So Karl is going to be a babysitter for the baby and the puppy. And it looks like they're right at a park. It looks like they're going to have a nice time. What do you see? Do you see the people walking? Do you see flowers? What color are they? Let me take a look. If you said red and yellow, you're right. They're red and yellow flowers. Let's see what Karl does with the baby and the doggy. Oh, it looks like they're getting started to have their adventure. Do you see that? The baby is pretty strong. She's crawling out of her, what's that called? It's a stroller. So she's crawling out of her stroller and she's crawling up on Karl, almost like he's a horse. She's going to ride him, I think. And it almost looks like the puppy is laughing. He must think that that's very funny. Oh, this is why I wanted to read this book to you. I have to show you this picture. Look. What do you see? I see the baby and I see Karl. What are they looking at? They're looking at a carousel or a merry-go-round. That's what we were just looking at, right? So this is a big park with a carousel, just like the one we looked at. And I wonder what's on there. I wonder if there are horsies. What else did we have on our carousel? That's right, we had a lion. Yep, we had a zebra. And what was that silly one with the horns? Yep, we had a goat. Good job. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. This one's a little bit different. Do you know why? Do you see that animal behind Karl? What's that? That's a rooster. Isn't that funny that a rooster is on a carousel? I've never seen that. And you know what's even funnier? Look what Karl is doing. He's pretending. He's using his imagination. And he's pretending he's an animal on the carousel. And the little baby is riding. And I bet she's just having the best time and laughing. And she's holding the puppy. Do you think the puppy likes pretending too? Probably. They're probably having a great time. After the carousel, oh, what do you think is happening here? Looks like they're running. And it looks like maybe they're going to get into trouble. Are they running into the flowers in the garden? Does your mommy or your daddy have flowers in your garden at home? And if you ever run or jump in the garden, do they ever say, please don't do that, you're going to break all the flowers? I wonder if they're going to do that with these. Sometimes when you run in a garden too, you can get pretty messy because flowers need dirt to grow. So I wonder if that's going to happen to them. Look at the adventure. This you have to look very carefully at. Do you see all those flowers? It's almost like they're hiding in the flowers. And I love what the puppy's doing. Do you see? It looks like he is getting into trouble with a hose. There he is. Do you see how he's chewing on the hose? Do you think that's a good idea? I wonder what will happen. And it looks like, do you see the baby hiding here? It looks like she may be gathering some flowers, maybe to give her mommy, do you think? A special bouquet? Could be. And what's Karl doing? Uh-oh. Doggies love to do this in gardens, and it's not so good. It's fun for them, but it's not good for the garden. You see what he's doing? He's digging. Doggies love to dig in the dirt, and they make holes, and they get super duper dirty. I wonder what's going to happen next. Oh, do you remember that hose that the puppy had? Guess what happened? Someone must have turned it on, and it's squirting them. Does it look like they're having fun? It looks like Karl's a little bit surprised, but it looks like the baby's having fun. Do you see what she's doing? It almost looks like she's clapping, right? And this is probably good because Karl is having a chance to get cleaned off from all that dirt and mud, so that's probably a good thing. Oh. And then since they're all wet, do they have any towels, like after you take a bath? Would they have towels in the park with them? Probably not. So it looks like, what are they doing to dry off? They're doing a lot of rolling. Do you ever roll in the grass? It's a lot of fun. It feels really good. And it looks like that puppy is doing the best job of all rolling. He's very silly. So far, I think that Karl is a pretty good babysitter. You sometimes see these in the park too. What are those? Do you know? Say it out loud. 1, 2, 3. What are they? Balloons. Who likes balloons? I do, especially the ones that float up in the air. Those are the best. What colors do you see? A lot of colorful balloons. I think I saw yellow, red. Did someone say blue? Good job. Green. All kinds, some purple, some pink, all different kinds of balloons. And you know what? There's someone who's selling the balloons, but look what else she has. These are kind of small over here, but you can see that she is making balloon art. With special balloons, sometimes people can twist it into different parts and make animals or hats or swords or anything. And so it looks like she must have made a red balloon doggy for the baby. I bet the baby loves that. And it also looks like the puppy's getting into trouble, doesn't it? Helium makes the balloons fly up in the air. It's called helium. And it almost looks like the puppy is holding on to the balloon with the helium, and maybe it looks like maybe he may go up in the air a little bit. I think that's using our imaginations a lot. I don't think that would happen, but that's a fun idea. Oh no, look, he is going up in the air. He went up, 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 up. And he's almost out of the picture, and it looks like the baby had to help get him back down. She grabbed him and brought him back down. What are they doing here? This is something I like a lot. Can you tell? Who likes ice cream cones? I do. What flavor do you like? There are so many different flavors. What do you like? Can you say it out loud? No, I can't hear you. A little bit louder. Can you tell me louder? Oh, I heard someone say chocolate. I heard someone say strawberry. Did you say bubble gum? I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Tutti Frutti. I bet that's really yummy, and it must taste pretty fruity too. You know what I like? My favorite is pistachio. Pistachio is green, and it has little pistachio nuts in it, and that is my absolute favorite. So it looks like they got one ice cream cone, and they're all sharing it. Oh my goodness, good sharers. I'm not so sure that that's a good idea with germs, but it looks like they're having fun in the story. Oh, you can find this in a park too. Do you know what that is? It's a train. Look at that. Sometimes it's a lot of fun to go on a train that goes all around the park, and you can see all the different things, the carousel and the flowers and people. And over here, it shows them something else they can see. Z-O-O. Do you know what that spells? It starts with a z-z-z-z-z sound. It's a zoo. They're going to a zoo. What do you see in a zoo? Animals. What kind of animals? Oh my gosh, so many. Take turns. Oh, you're right. Zebras, lions, I heard. Okay. Tigers, yes. Sometimes penguins. Okay. Monkeys, yep. Oh, all different great animals. I wonder what they're going to see in this zoo. We'll have to look and see. Oh my goodness. Look at all the people and all the animals. Do you see? I see a big pink pig. And I see, oh, is that a seal over here? Oh, a seal or a sea lion. I bet he's talking too, going, arr, 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 arr. That's what they sound like sometimes when they talk. Have you ever heard that? Oh, what other animals do you see? I think I see a goat like what we saw on our our carousel. I think he's over, where is he? I missed him. And I see a sheep. Oh, here he is. Here's the goat. Do you see him? There he is. He doesn't have horns. What's that? Do you know? That's a donkey. What else? So many different animals. Can you see the baby? There are so many people. Do you see where she is? Take a look around. I think she's right down here. She's by the pig. And do you see Karl? Where is he? He's right in the middle, right here. And where's that puppy? That silly puppy who gets into trouble? Oh my goodness, do you see? He's riding a sheep. Do you think he's going to get into trouble? Do you think the sheep likes that? I'm not sure if the little sheep or lamb's mommy likes it. We'll have to see. Oh, he got into trouble. He got into trouble. Look what the mommy sheep is doing. She's saying, get away from my baby. And it looks like she's going to knock into him in his back end there. That's not so good. But the baby is having a lot of fun, it looks like. Looks like she's feeding the donkey something. And it looks like the donkey likes it a lot. Oh, something else in the park. All kinds of things you can ride in the park. It looks like the baby is loving that swing. When you go to the park, what do you like to go on? Do you like the swings? Do you like to see how high you can go? Sometimes if mommy or daddy or a brother or sister push you. How about the slide? Do you like the slide? Slides are a lot of fun. I wonder if there's a slide in this story. Let's see. Oh, yep, there is. I didn't see that. Looks like the puppy's up to some trouble again on the slide. Let's look. Oh my goodness. It looks like the puppy climbed to the top. Do you think he wants to go down? I think he looks a little bit nervous. I think he's saying, oh, I'm afraid to go down. Oh, how do I get down from here? It looks like the baby's saying, it's okay, I'll catch you. Let's see what happens. Oh my goodness. Did he go down the slide? He did. And where did he land? Right on the baby. The baby said she would catch him, and she did. I bet that was a lot of fun for him. Do you think he would try it again now that he's done it and he liked it? Probably. Oh, this is something else you see in the park sometimes when you go. A lot of artists who paint or draw like to go to the park so they can paint pictures of what they see. They might paint pictures of the flowers or the clouds or sometimes even people when the people walk by. So I wonder what they're painting. Looks like Karl and the baby are right here, and it looks like some of them may be trying to paint them and paint other things too. Oh, that looks like a lot of fun. Such a nice day. Oh, this is something else sometimes you can do. Do you see what they have? They're looking through binoculars. Can you say binoculars? Binoculars. Binoculars are pretty cool. Have you ever looked through them? When you look through them, it makes things that are far away look very close up. So they're a lot of fun to use. And it looks like they see, oh, it looks like the baby's looking at the ground. Maybe she's looking for some bugs. I don't know. What kind of bugs do you think she might find down there? Probably ants. Could be a ladybug on the grass. You're right. How about a spider? Maybe a spider? Oof, I don't know if I would like that. And look at the doggy. The doggy's not looking down. What way is he looking? The puppy. The puppy is looking up. What do you think he might see up in the sky? What do you think? Oh, someone said the sun. Good job. What else is up there in the sky? Clouds. There could be clouds. Oh, that's a good one. Someone said an airplane. You're absolutely right. There can be an airplane up in the sky. Let's see what Karl's looking at. Karl's not looking up or down. He's looking across. Let's see what he sees. Up. It looks like up there's what the puppy saw. The puppy saw a bird up in the tree. And it looks like the little baby saw some things on the ground. Up there's the ladybug we were talking about. What does Karl see? Oh, look, you're right. Do you remember? It were those two mommies. They were going to go have some tea, and they asked Karl to watch the baby and the puppy. And it looks like they're all done. Oh no! Oh, I think Karl better take the baby and the puppy back. What do you think? Before the two mommies get there. Let's go see. Oh my goodness. It looks like they ran. Do you think that was fun? They probably were going super duper fast. And then they were running so much. Do you know what they did next? They laid down. They laid down and had a nap. After that, let's see what happened next. Oh, just in time. We didn't mean to be gone so long. I hope you three didn't get bored. So they had a lot of fun in the park. The mommies had their tea. Karl, the puppy, and the baby had a lot of fun. Oh, that was great. I wish I could be in the park to do those fun things. What part did you like the best? Did you like the carousel? Or the train? Or I bet you liked the ice cream cone a lot. Did you? I had so much fun reading this to you today, and I also had fun showing you my special carousel with all the beautiful things. And that's Pacey telling me it's time to say goodbye. So I love you. See you soon.